So many of you have been asking for this. A van tour. So here it is. We thought we'd show you it. And we're going to quickly do a video.
Right, we're going to start the tour at the back of the van. We've got a really spacious rear lounge. Each of us have a cupboard as well. I have a cupboard and also this corner for my hair products and my skincare and things. When we first got the van there was a cupboard here as well, but we've switched that out to have an extra seating put in because the 5 of us around a dining table in here can be a little bit cramped. 3 boys on one side, 2 adults on the other. As they get bigger it's going to be elbows everywhere, so we've just created an extra seat at the back for one of the boys, ideally one with a little bum. The sofas at the back lift up on gas struts, just like this, ta-da, and have a really big amount of storage underneath them. The one at the back we use as an extra pantry, and this is an additional fridge that we use. Don't judge, we're on holiday. We need an extra wine fridge. We have a decent size hanging wardrobe as well for clothes and also shopping bags. And down here we have a section that we use exclusively for shoes. The most frustrating part about this van is actually this cupboard. It looks really stylish and lovely and roundy and useful, but actually it held a table and not a lot else when we had it. So we've put in our own shelves and now it's a much more usable space. The kitchen is in the middle of the van. We've got a decent size cooker. We've got 4 hobs, 1 electric and 3 gas. We have a grill, an oven, a little cupboard underneath, and the most expensive bread bin you'll ever see. We rarely use it as a microwave, but we do store bread and a toaster in there. Sometimes you like toast. The kitchen's got a really good amount of work surface in. This cupboard has 3 drawers, one that clicks into place for, well, I keep the sharp knives and things in there, one for knives and forks and spoons and things, and the bottom one is herbs and spices and whatever I fancy putting in there. We have a fabulous Dometic fridge. It's a 3-way fridge, so it can work on electric hookup, on gas, or on battery. Automatically switches between the 3 whether we're driving, on hookup, or wild camping. Inside it's a decent size. It's not amazing at super high temperatures. Once we get to about 33-34 degrees we tend to find it fails a little bit, which is why we've got the second fridge. It does have a freezer compartment which is useful. Freeze things, mainly ice pops and ice creams for the kids. Something else that we have in the kitchen that's really quite useful are these little pots. Just IKEA pots, they hook over and they just can store whatever we want to in them. Oh, another top tip. We store our ping pong ball in the window frame, and this we use to decide how level we are, whether we need to go up on ramps or whether we're levelly enough just to park up and put the handbrake on. Opposite the kitchen in our glorious van is our bathroom. I should have checked this first. Yep, it's okay, it's fine. We use the shower mainly, well, we do use the shower as a shower, but mainly it's somewhere to dry the dressing gowns and the towels that we use through the day. We've got a toilet, a normal sink, a decent cupboard with lots of bits and pieces in, and a cupboard for cleaning products. We keep the majority of our tinned and dry food in the cupboards in the front of the van. I guess this would be the front of the van. A good top tip is plenty of plastic storage boxes to stop things falling out. Oh, what else do I need to tell you about these cupboards? They're mainly for ingredients and tins of beans. And pasta. We like pasta. We have a tea and coffee section here. Actually, most of the coffee section's up here. You may have seen the inverter video where Steve and Geeky Philip put a new inverter in so we could have coffee every morning. We've got a good supply of coffee to keep Steve and the boys going in the mornings. Oh, and a Disney biscuit barrel that our niece Regan bought us when she came travelling with us a couple of years ago. And today.
And right here is the control panel unit where the 12 volt and the 240 volt are, I suppose it's the consumer unit for the van. And there's my Victron MPPT controller and battery monitor.
This van's got 4 seat belts in the rear, 2 facing forwards, 2 facing backwards, and a table that we kind of use it as the kids' tech table. Keeps them busy, keeps them occupied while we're travelling. A top tip for anyone travelling with kids or dogs or anyone messy, we have actually got, this is just a cot bed cover, so it's got a waterproof membrane, I don't know if that's the right word, a waterproof layer, and then terry toweling on top. I dyed this because travelling round with 3 sons with white cot bed coverings on the sofas was just a bit grim after a little while, so I just dyed it like a neutral cover. The sofa here, as you can see, has got 2 wands on and an iPad. This sofa is actually George's bed as well. There's no travel seats with it. It's just got the same kind of thing, a cot bed cover underneath first and then a sheet on the top, and actually the cot bed sizes work beautifully with this sofa. It's just a good tip to get things clean in the event of any spillages or sweaty bums or dribbling dogs, I don't know. This seat is a swizzler, so it's quite easy to do. It takes a couple of actions. Take it around, spin it, and we can use it either as an extension for the bed if one of the longer boys sleeps there, or an extra seating in this area.
We've got 2 of these Sharp 24-inch smart TVs. There's remote controls there. Oh, there you go. And they've even got, they're quite up to date, they've even got, where are they? They've even got the Netflix button and the most important YouTube button built in. Up here, amongst the food cupboards, we've squeezed in a few things, including some masks, but here we have a Google Stadia system, Nintendo and an Apple TV for the boys. We don't like them to use them most of the time, but
it's not a summer thing. We tend to have them in there for when we go on the winter trips and the evenings are dark really early, or if some of them just need time out away from the other boys, it's good to have something that we can just plug them into away from their brothers, because brothers bicker sometimes. During the day up here, it's a bit of a storage area. We just bundle all the bedding up there in one place to keep the rest of the van as clear as possible. At night, this is where we stick at least 2 boys. This area can turn into a bed as well at night time. We haven't done that in the last 2 years because we put the boys up top, but when we went travelling with our niece, we took her all around Europe. She's from Australia. We took her all around Europe down to Croatia and then back up, and this was her bed. The table's set up for travelling at the moment. Each boy has a fan of their own, especially down in Spain where it's been 38, 39 degrees as we've been travelling. So they have their own fan. We have battery packs for these fans because they're not fantastic at holding charge. But we have better fans up in the bedroom. Those are some fancy damn fans, and they create a really good through breeze to help keep the boys cool at night. What we found is, through watching other people, other van lifers, is no van is truly complete without a banana hammock. Because we like to do long summer trips, and because the boys up top in that area, they're usually about 5 degrees hotter than any other part of the van. When we got this van, we added a Truma Aventa Comfort air conditioning unit. Most of the time it's set so it fires all the cold air down to the back, down to the front, so the boys can stay nice and cool at night. But it is generally a good 5 degrees hotter than anywhere else in the van. And without it, I think the boys would just melt or refuse to come on holiday with us, and that's not what we want. Around the door we have most of our controllers. So this is the main controller for the lights, the electric, and also the water pump. Over here we have the controller for our heating and water. When it's on gas, I can get my water heated up really, really quickly. That's all I care about. It might do other things as well, but that's what I care about. This here is our carbon monoxide detector. This is remote control for the aircon. This is for the satellites, and this is the controller for the... Steve's gonna have to remind me, I can't remember. Oh, the inverter. It's new, I don't know. And most importantly, come round again. This is one of our latest little add-ons. Bottle opener. Cheers. This is the cupboard that we store our plates in. We have had this same set since we had our first caravan, which I think is about 13 years ago. I'm looking at Steve, and he's nodding. Yeah. Another tip, especially when you're travelling with kids, or if you are a bit averse to doing the washing up, which I am and the kids are, we all are, paper plates. These are perfect for when you knock up a quick lunch, a sandwich or something, and want to dodge the washing up. Under Georgie's sofa bed, we keep the inverter, we keep the levelling ramps, we have a fire extinguisher, and since George broke his foot, we've got his festival cart with us this year as well, so we can pull him around. The 4 travelling seats in the rear also have really good storage underneath. We tend to keep just the kids' toys mostly, and this one has got snorkels and beach toys, so they're not as easy to access because you've got to take the table out to get there really comfortably, and then take the cushions off and then lift them up, but it's all hidden under there so we can get to it if we need to. One of the great things we have in the vans are these cushions, I think they're called. You get them online, they just zip into themselves and turn into quilts. Ta-da! They're really lightweight, so they're kind of perfect for the summer trips. Not too hot, but when you like something over you, snuggled up, they're perfect.
It's George, all snuggled up ready for bed. No night, Georgie.
No night.
And up behind the curtains are the big boys.
Hello.
It's a large bed up there, more than enough room for 2 adults, never mind 2 teenagers.
Gets hot up there though, hey Harry?
Yeah, without the aircon.
Okay, no night, Harry.
No night.